You may have students who need to have medical procedures completed during school. Through the student profile, you can easily track what medical procedures a student needs. Let's begin by navigating to the student profile under the student module. After verifying that we're in the correct student profile, we'll select the Procedure subtab within the Health tab group to begin adding a procedure. Courtney needs to have a daily insulin injection while at school. Let's select this procedure now. The start date field defaults to the current day, but can be updated if needed. We'll also enter an end date to state when this procedure should end. The distribution type field enables us to determine whether this procedure will be provided on a needed basis, set schedule, or both. For this example, we'll select Scheduled. Instructions can be entered into the corresponding field to provide additional information about this procedure. Next, we can note how we were notified that the student is allowed to have this procedure completed at school. For this example, we can check the Received Parent Release form. Any further notes can be entered into the Notes field. The Secured Notes field can be used to add additional notes that only users with security access can view. Let's select Save and Add Procedure Schedule to continue. We'll go ahead and identify what this schedule is for. Because we are creating this procedure within a specific entity, the entity field defaults and cannot be changed. We could choose to select a calendar if needed. The start and end dates default based on the dates we indicated while creating the procedure record, and will accept these defaults. Let's enter in the scheduled start time for when Courtney should receive her insulin injections. We'll also identify who will be administering her injections. The Repeats biweekly box can be checked if the procedure only needs to be completed every other week. Since this is not the case, we'll leave it unchecked. We could choose to override instructions by selecting the Override box and then entering in our desired instructions. If Courtney does not need her insulin injections on a specific day of the week, we could uncheck the corresponding day. Since she requires her injections every day, we'll leave them as is. We can also override the scheduled start time and who the procedure will be performed by if the procedure needs to be completed at a different time or by a different health professional. Let's continue. The Procedure Occurrences list shows us the days this student is scheduled to receive their procedure. If needed, we can go ahead and uncheck any days we know that the student doesn't need to have a procedure done. Let's run the process. We can see the number of successful records created, as well as any failed records, and can click Close to complete the process. Now that you know how to create procedure records, schedules, and provide procedure information, you'll be able to track any procedures done at school for all your students.